1.
Hi everybody, welcome to Miss Nicole. We are cooking this month with our March edition for St. Patrick's Day. We are cooking with Cooking the Irish Way, which is available through our Buckles catalog. So if you want to order it after I'm done, you can do so. So we're going to be making Irish soda bread out of this book right here. It's very simple. It only has 4 ingredients in it. So I'm just going to get started. We're going to get started by adding our dry ingredients. So this in the recipe uses 2 different kinds of flour. So we're using whole wheat flour. So we're going to go ahead and put our whole wheat flour in here. So we're doing our dry ingredients first. So we're doing white flour and whole wheat flour. So we're going to do 2 cups of each. So I'm going to do that. Put 2 cups of it in here. And then you're just going to knead it in. So you're just going to knead the dough together and make sure that this comes together for sifting through that flour, making sure it gets a little air in it, making sure it's like properly combined, right? So I'm just going to combine it in, make sure it's nice and sifted together. So after that, I'm going to add a little bit of salt, and I'm going to add a little bit of baking soda. Now, both of these elements help because it helps, there's no yeast in this recipe, so it's basically making it full of air. So I'm going to add that in too. I'm going to mix that in as well. Make sure it's all sifted in there, and make sure everything's well mixed. Again, this is a nice messy recipe. I say that every tutorial, that everything is going to be really messy, and it's okay. It's fun to make a mess. It's part of, half the fun of making anything is making a mess, right? So once that's all nice and combined, I'm going to add in my buttermilk. So buttermilk is actually a very interesting ingredient because it is thicker than milk and it's a little bit sweeter. So now I'm going to combine that all in. I'm going to make that into a nice dough. So don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and combine it in and knead it together. So you can see that it's coming together. The dough starts to form a ball. If you need more flour, if you feel like it's too wet, you can add more flour in. And if you need more wetness, then you can add more buttermilk in. But you just have to sort of eyeball it and make it into a ball. So you'll do that for a while, just keep kneading it together. And then after a while, it should form a nice dough. So after that, you can put it into the oven. It'll form this nice shape like that. I'm going to put an X with a knife on top, just make sure it gets that crusty top, and then leave it in there for about 30 minutes. The recipe says 40, but if you want, you should check on it probably after about half an hour just to make sure, because ovens vary, heat varies, air pressure varies, things like that. So after about 30 minutes, it'll look like something like that. All right. So it's just a nice treat for St. Patrick's Day. Thanks everybody for joining me. Make this lovely Irish soda bread for everybody for Friday, for this weekend. And I'll look forward to seeing you all in April. Thanks.